where at a school that child will always misbehave. And we observe it in most of the students who are failures or who fail. So that's the root cause of failure. It results into failure. The origin comes from home.
Thank you very much. So I also need to know, should schools be responsible for teaching children good morals?
Yeah, it is true. Schools are responsible, but the first stakeholder or the first person.
Very much, our dear teacher, as has said it clearly, parents, you should be the first people to guide your children, to give your children the good manner or the good morals which they will obviously take at school or take in the community they are living in. So charity begins at home and it should not end from there. You as a parents who are here, before you send your child to school, first ask yourself, how is my child going to go in the society? Will he obviously behave as the way I have brought him? So that's all the teacher had for you. And our next stakeholder is a religious leader. She's also going to give us her opinion. Thank you very much. You are welcome.
Thank you, Madam Moderator. I am Umarichisa, representing the religious leaders on this topic that states that lack of parental guidance is the root cause of immorality in our society. I believe more so that it's one of the main role or the main factor that increases the immorality that we see in our society. So, yeah, I found the stated motion.
Thank you very much. So how does spiritual guidance promote morality?
Well, as a religious leader, I would say that as religious members, they help a lot in declining the immorality that is in the society through the teachings that we give people, the attention, the counseling that we give to them, and we remind them what they should do and what they should not.
Thank you very much. And how has our modern society actually weakened the family values?
Well, most parents have now not spent most of their time with their children, normally because they are on their phones, spending time with the modern generated things that they are giving more time instead of giving time to their children.
Thank you very much, our religious leader. She has told us clearly that they are playing a very great role in our society in terms of shaping our children and each and every person there. So they have done a great role in shaping everyone attending religious institutions, and that is obviously promoting good morals in our society. Moving on, we have a youth representative. She's going to also give us our opinion on how she sees our topic of discussion. You're highly welcome.
So thank you very much, Madam Moderator. Jade Shania is my name. I'm the one who's representing the youth. So back to this topic, I think today's youth is getting influenced basically on peer pressure in both media. So the youth, as we, have to change like behavioral styles, our lifestyle, like literally everything we have to change it because of getting very influenced through the social media.
Thank you very much. So do you think parents understand the challenges their children are facing?
So thank you very much. So back to that, I don't think today the parents do understand the challenges of their children. So basically I'm going to give you a very good example. Let's assume today we have a party. So I have to attend to one of my parents and be like, man, I need some money. So he or she has to first judge like it's my age, or I'm doing this because my friends have done it, and yeah, they have to judge. So I don't think.
Thank you very much for your opinion. And last but not least, I wish to know which any other factor apart from parents can promote morality.
So any other factor that can influence morality, I think, is education. So as we all know, youth, we are the most people in the whole world. Like education, children, as you say, charity begins at home, but again, you have to go through schools. So the teachers have to get used to showing us some skills and values. And another one is good peer pressure. So we have to get influenced by our peers. Yeah.
Thank you very much, our youth representative. She has clearly explained to us how the youth are mostly affected by peer pressure as well as media. So please, our dear parents, Know how to control your children on using the media. Most of our children spend their time on TikTok and each and everything. And in this way, if they are too much addicted on media, that will obviously reduce their performance. Moving on, I'm going to welcome our psychologist who's going to give us guidance and on counseling on how to do with our children in this modern society. Hi, welcome, madam.
Thank you so much. My name is Elizabeth Makunya. I'm the psychologist of today. Well, to add on the saying that has already been talked about, which is charity begins at home, there's another saying which is going to say that you cannot teach an old tree how to bend, and also you can't teach an old dog new tricks. What is this all about? When as a parent, when you are still growing up, you should be helping us to teach us in the correct way, to help us grow in a safe environment, which is going to help us as we are growing up so that we do not divert from it.
Thank you so much for your opinion, and I wish to know what emotional effects can result from poor parental guidance.
Well, there are a lot of emotional effects that can result. For example, a child can be depressed, lonely, or even feel like they are not having a purpose on this world.
So can emotional behavior be corrected later in the society?
It depends with the person, but it's mainly start as a child. We start from when we are still growing up to when we become old people, so that we don't face any challenges in the future.
Thank you very much, our psychologist, for your great advice. And last but not least, I have to welcome our government representative. Madam, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, madam. Good morning to everyone. My name is Milo Francis. I'm here as the government representative. First of all, this topic regards about our children in an upright way.
Thank you very much. And what forces can strengthen family values as well as society values?
First of all, there should be family value education. These promote communications and they empower skills in our children. And this one also help us to upbring our children as responsible citizens.
And should government protect media comments?
Yeah, government should regulate the media comments, because these media comments sometimes they hurt our speeches and they lead to some hatred on the media.
Thank you very much, my panelists, and thank you so much for your opinions and everyone who has followed us up to the end. We love you so much, and take caution of any sort of immorality in our society. Try to shape our children, our dear parents, to have